Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. My name is Overseer Ken Willie, and I'll be your tutor for today. And today we're going to handle the advanced settings. So with me here I have the Yamaha SX600, and I want us to start with the saving for work. Once you have set everything and you want to save, when you look here at the registry memory, you will see the buttons have light up in blue color. So that means all the bank memory are full. Now for you to create another one, at the bottom of your screen of the left side, you will see the registry bank. So you press those two together. Then at number 5, you will see new bank corresponds with number 5. So you press down any of the up or down button, number 5. Then you will see the blue lights disappear. So that means it's a fresh bank. Now for you to save at any bank, you press the memory and any bank that you want. So for me, I'm going to record it at bank 1. So I'm going to press memory, then bank 1. And now everything is set. But remember, this is a new bank. We have not saved yet. So you'll come again at your screen, and then you'll see file corresponding with number 8. So I'm going to press downwards, and then save corresponds with number 6. So I'm going to press that there. So you'll see two lines corresponding here. So we have two lines, top and bottom, and also on the screen we have two corresponding lines, top and bottom. So for me, I'm going to save it anything. I can give it the Nakuru main altar initials. So I'm going to delete here and put leave the N, and then I'm going just to add M. Then I'm going to add a NMA. Then I'm going to press OK. And you hit to load. Then that's it. You have your new bank over here. So when you don't want it to mix with other banks, so you can just come and select the previous bank that you had selected. Just like that, you have saved your work. So the next section, you are going to look at importing bits, because remember we said the 16-bit does not come with the keyboard. So you import it. So for me, I have a flash drive I've inserted at the back of my keyboard. So I'm going to transfer the 16-bit to my user folder. So I'm going to press the expansion user. Then using my tab here, I'm going to move to USB. And then you'll see 16-bit here. So you enter. It's a form of selection. Then you'll see copy over here. So I'm going to press that copy. Then OK. Then using tab again, I'm going to the users folder. Then I'm going just to paste it direct over there. Then you wait for it to execute, and then there you have the 16-bit main. Then you enter, and then you lower the tempo, and you are good to go. Now for instance, you have a lot of bits you want to import. Now what do you do at this case? So going to select back the expansion user. Then at this, make sure you are in the users folder. Then here you come to the folder here, then create folder. Then this a new folder. You can name it any name that you want. Give it any name that you want. So for me, I'm going just to put it SX, because I'm using the SX series. I'm going to put it SX like that. Then OK. Then you wait it for it to load. Then there you have your folder there. Once you have created your folder, use your tab button, then move to the next tab. Then I want to copy from this file, sexwilly. So you select enter, then styles, then enter. Then for instance, we want to copy two folders. So what you do, you press here file, and then you see copy, then you copy. Now if you want to copy everything, you can select all, but for instance you want to copy maybe two files, just press enter, the ballad and maybe the country. So I'm going to press enter, and then those two, press OK. Then once you have selected, back to tab, then the user, then the file that we had created, the SX, then enter, and then you paste them there, and then you wait for it to execute. It can take a bit of time, but you just have to be patient. Then once it has complete the execution, you will find that you have copied everything. So if you enter, you will see those bits over there. Then to backup, and you use the close but the upper part, just like that. Then you can go up, and everything is saved under the SX file. And remember, you have to import some bits. So you come here to the USB, then select the SX file, then enter, then the styles, I'm going to press. Then for example, I want to import the entire ballroom, so I can just select or maybe move back, and then I can just copy the folder. Then it will ask you all if you want to copy all the folders, or if you want to copy a specific folder, you just press enter any that you want, then down here the country, then enter for those two, and you press OK. Then once you have selected, you come to user and then you just paste them. Now let's look at the other thing, the bit synthesizing. Remember we had selected the 16-bit, but for you to get a quality 16-bit, there are some things that you have to adjust. So first of all, you're going to select the mixer over here. So I'm going to press the mixer. Then it will take you to this screen. Now what we want, we don't want the panel, the external, we want the style. So we're going to press the mixer again, then the mixer again. Now you will find this section where there is rhythm 1 and then the rhythm 2. Now the creator of these beats, they usually create with a different channel. So you'll find that rhythm 2 is a kick alone, and then maybe the rhythm 1 has the shakers and the snares. So what you want to do, you can we can even test the beat. So you can just play. Let me reduce the tempo. Use the tempo to 42. You can test the beat. Let's reduce the entire rhythm. So let's play the beat, and let's remove the entire rhythm one. Then what you will hear is only kick. So let's return this back to around 85, and then let's reduce the rhythm too, and let's hear what's there. Then you'll hear only the shakers and the snare. So once you know these two things, so what we want is the snare to remain on top and then the kick to remain at the bottom. So we're going to balance it 90:70. So you'll click any of the parts of the number 1. Then we're going to set the rhythm 1 at around 90, then rhythm 2 at around 70. So we're going to balance it at a ratio of 90:70, just like that, 70. Now once you have done that's the first part, then the second part we want to go back direct to the master EQ. So using your tab, head to master EQ like that. Then we have the first equalizer, the dB. So here we can test this dB, and let's hear what it has. So when we reduce it, you'll find that the kick becomes very poor. But now when we increase it to around 7, you will hear that you'll find that there's a lot of kick, there's a lot of enhancement of the kick. So once you have a bass speaker, you will hear much of a difference in it. So this part is very, very important, especially when you are going to play outside a building in an open space or a field. So this is what you're going to adjust. You can range it maybe from 5 to 10 depending on how you want it. So we said keyboardist should balance everything by an ear. So for me, I'm going to place it at 7. So that's how you synthesize a bit, and make sure you can test it. Everything is loud and clear. So that's how you synthesize a bit. So once you select the bit, let's go and adjust something else. So we have the multipad here on this other side. So the multipad is to enhance the shakers and the snares. So you're going to press here the select, and then by default it's always on the preset. There are a lot of preset over here. So you're going to use your tab and navigate to the user. So you'll find the shakers and the tab over here. So you're going to select it, and then on the balance, make sure that everything you balance the same. But now these are not only the only type of the multipad. We have another multipad. So we're going to select here the multipad, then we're going to import it from the USB we had installed. Then here you select SX Wheelie, then enter, then multipad, and then you are going to use your right button, or maybe if you want to use the shortcut, you can use the shortcut. So we're going to use the symbol and chimes. So I'm going to select it here, and this is what it sounds. So especially when you want to start a song or end a song, this one is very, very important. Now let's import it. So back here, so make sure you select the file, then copy, then you press OK, then back to the user, and then you can paste it here. Press number 4. Now there we have it. So that's how you select and import. Now let's do another setting, number 5. We have the tempo lock. Sometimes when you play the beat, you will find that once you put another beat, there is a miss of tempo. It can increase the tempo reset. So what you do, you can press the menu, then on the style settings, so you come here, and then default is by reset. So what you want is to lock the tempo. So you can check it corresponds with number 4 and 5. So you can choose either. So you can choose 4, or you can use the wheel to scroll it, then make sure it's locked. That's how you lock your beat. Now let's check another thing that affects the beat. Now, once you change the beat, you will find that your left, especially your left voice, keeps on changing. So to adjust that, you come here to the menu, then the split point, then you select, and then here at the manual bass, make sure that it is off to avoid the auto changing of the left voice. So when it's on, it will change, but once you put it off, it will not change even if you change the beat. So that's how you make sure that everything remains the same. Now for the last advanced settings, we're going to look at the shortcut. So here with me, we have the direct access button. So located at the right side of the keyboard. So for example, you want to land on the split screen for you to maybe set your split point. So you're going to select the direct access button, and then here the voices, there's a separate button. So you press it, then you land on the split point, the part of the screen. So that is shortcut number 1. So shortcut number 2, you want to change the octave of the right 2 and the left. So you're going to press the direct access button like that, and then the octave button, any of it. Then you land here. You can change the octave the way you want. So my right 2 is -1, then the right is 0, left is -1. Then the third shortcut, when you're playing the grand piano, you like to adjust your touch. So for it, you press the direct access button, then the transpose button, like that. Then you land here on the control screen. Then you can change the turn sensitivity according to your preference. Then the last shortcut is the tempo lock. This is very, very important. Remember, when you change the beat, it can reset the tempo. So for you to set that, press the direct access button, then the tempo. Then here at your screen, you will find the tempo. Then you make sure that you lock your tempo. So those are the 4 most commonly used shortcut. So that's it. That's the end for today's lesson.